Hi, and welcome to What's the T in L&E. I'm Leah.
I'm Emily.
And we are management side employment attorneys with Woods Rogers, Van Deventer Black. So today, Emily, we are talking about toxicity. Yes, have you heard that?
Only a few dozen, 100,000 times on Twitter, the internet. You know, everybody seems to be toxic these days.
Yeah, my coworker's toxic.
Yeah, my workplace is toxic, my boss is toxic.
Oh yeah, you hear toxic positivity. That's another one. Have you heard that term?
I think I dated toxic positivity at one point.
I don't doubt it, right? Yeah, no, toxic positivity, that's a fun one. I feel like we have to talk about this. That is essentially this idea that the workplace has a climate where, you know, happiness is a choice and employees are supposed to put on a smile and go about and just be productive and carry out their duties despite what they're dealing with, despite personnel issues, despite mental health complications.
It's like that meme, the burning, everything's burning emoji where he's like, it's fine, it's fine.
Yes, yeah, toxic positivity. So, okay, so if a workplace is toxic, does that necessarily mean it's unlawful?
You know, I haven't ever seen a legal opinion yet using the word toxic as a legal term, so I don't think so.
Yeah, it's actually okay to be a jerk in the workplace as long as you're an equal opportunity jerk. So toxic workplace doesn't necessarily mean an unlawful workplace. What is unlawful is what is called a hostile work environment. What is that?
Well, it tends to be discriminatory on the basis of a protected class, like you're treating someone differently based on, you know, sex, race, religion, etc.
Yeah, and there's derogatory comments that touch on those protected characteristics. Offensive statements, remarks, shunning, exclusion, all of that. So if something is just toxic and it might not rise to that level, why do we care about still addressing a toxic work environment?
Absolutely. Well, in terms of finances, when employee morale is down, business suffers productivity-wise. It also suffers with retention, and every time you have to replace an employee, that's typically fairly expensive. So there are significant measurable reasons that employers should pay attention to the culture of their workplace.
Absolutely. And sometimes comments about, hey, this workplace is toxic or my manager is toxic, once you get to the bottom of it, you might actually find out that those comments are indicative of an actual unlawful hostile work environment, which is why you want to address it. So what's the goal? What kind of work environment do we want?
We want to create a place that has something we call psychological safety. And what that means is employees feel free to raise issues or timely concerns, or even just, you know, brainstorm new ideas without fear of being shut down or made to look stupid. You want to create an environment where people are respectful of each other and also feel free to try new things or to raise, you know, appropriate concerns.
So how do you get there? You and your managers need to, one, be visible, right? If you're a back office employee, make sure you get out, make your rounds, say hi, get to know people, be visible and approachable for them if they have complaints and problems. And make sure managers are doing the same thing. And don't hesitate to issue out, let's say, employee culture surveys, right? You can even do them anonymously in different departments so you can really get an idea of what sentiment employees feel when they are thinking about their workplace.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us today to discuss toxic workplaces. We hope that's not where you work. And if it is, take a look at some of the things we talked about today, but we'll see you next time.